A lot of men have been raised by single mothers without any father figure in current generation. In today's society, in our current generation, a lot of men have grown up under the spell of females mainly, and not any masculine man. They might have had a father figure or a father at the house, or uncle, or whatever, or they might even grew up with guy friends, but that doesn't mean that that father at the house or those guys in that person's life, in that guy's life, were actually masculine. And this is why it's very important for young men, and when I say young men, I mean this age starts at age 10, 11, 12, 13, very early. Young men needs to be around masculine men, around older masculine men, because that's when the learning process starts. Before 10, before 11, he's a child. He doesn't understand anything what's going on. But at that very early of an age, the kid starts to learn, and he's going to pick up whatever he's seeing around him. That's why you see a lot of kids, a lot of boys that were raised by single mothers act very emotionally when crunch time comes around. Just to give you a small example from my own personal life, because I was actually raised by a single mother. Nothing against my mother. She did her best in her power to raise me, but it's just not in her DNA, in her biology, to raise a man, because she herself is not a man. Just to give you an example from my own personal experience, my life experience, I had a bank at Walmart before when I was still, I think, 14 or 15 or 16 years old. My bank account was with my mother. It was a joint account. And my mother was very poor, so she couldn't afford a good bank, an actual bank. So we had to get the Walmart bank. And we had a joint account there, and I would go in there every now and then to deposit some money and check out and cash out and withdraw and all that. So this one day I was there, I was in the line waiting. I can't remember if I was about to deposit a check or if I was about to withdraw some cash. It doesn't matter. And the lady in front of me was taking forever. Finally, I snapped at her. And things just escalated from there. And next thing I know, security is walking me out from Walmart. I'm getting kicked out of Walmart. Right? Nothing happened. Cops weren't called or anything. They just said, hey, you're acting irrationally, you're acting out of line. You need to get out of here. Even though the woman was 10 times louder than I was. But we all know that in this society, everybody's going to favor women. So they did. And I was really butthurt about that. I was extremely pissed off for the next couple days. I just couldn't let that go. And in certain other circumstances in my life, I have noticed that if I do have a fight with a girl or a guy or whatever, my friends or whatever, because guys fight different than girls, right? Guys, we fight, we get over it instantly right after the fight. We probably even punch each other, throw a couple kicks or whatever, right? We might even end up wrestling on the ground, whatever. We take care of it, and then we go buy each other a beer afterwards. Women are very vindictive. They're very sneaky, and they want to keep coming back and take revenge for an incident that happened 6 or 8 months ago. We all know this. So I have noticed in the past, I'm talking about 3-4 years ago, up till 3-4 years ago, or no, that's a lie. Up till a year, 2 years ago. So not that recently and not that early ago either. I've noticed that up until that point, there would be certain situations that would have really left me in a situation within myself that would have really confused me emotionally, where I would tell myself, you know what? This guy did this to me. This guy did me wrong. so I'm going to get revenge at him. I just couldn't let things go. I was holding grudge, just like how a woman would do. And I couldn't understand why, because the next minute I would tell myself that, hey, he's my friend. He has done so many other good things for me. So why can't I just let this thing go? And I couldn't find that answer for years. That why was I in this dilemma? Why was I so confused on how to react or how to act or how to be proactive for future instances that are similar like this, that are similar to this? And then finally I got the answer after I became red-pilled. And the answer was simple. I was raised by a single mother. Therefore, I was raised like a bitch. And I was acting like a bitch, therefore. Because this is pure female behavior right here. Holding on to grudge, even though the fight is over, coming back, being vindictive, all of this, right? But at the same time, my masculine side would kick in every now and then that would question me that, hey, why am I so vindictive? Why am I thinking so negative about this person? Why am I holding grudge when the incident is long gone? So that's why I had to find that balance, and I had to find answers. And I did. I'm glad I did. And that's why I'm sharing this with you guys. And that's really the main point of this video, fellas, is that I don't care who raised you, but you need to grow up eventually. I don't care where you came from. I don't care about your background. I don't care what you've been through. As a man, you ought to have your emotions and your feelings in control. You'll see this big time in battles, in wars, in fights, MMA, boxing, etc. You don't think that these fighters are going through immense amount of feelings and emotions at that moment, within that 5 or 3 minute round, within that time period that they're in the ring for, that they're in the cage for? Emotions are running wild, fellas, in these guys. But how calm do you see them when they're in the cage and in the ring? Now, obviously, there's training that's next level training. Obviously, they have sparred, they have done all sorts of training for months, for years to get to here. But I'm not telling you to go out and be like a fighter, and to box and to do MMA. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. You don't have to go through that much rigorous training to have self-control, because your everyday daily lifestyle, your daily circumstances, your daily ups and downs that you face in your life are not going to be as volatile as an MMA match, right? It's going to be real life stuff, which is going to be less risky, less dangerous than MMA stuff. You'll see the same thing with motorcycle riders, MotoGP riders, right? Professional riders who ride motorcycles. Sometimes even with bull riders. These emotions are literally running through their veins. Excitement, fear, nervousness, all of this, happiness is running through their veins, but they have to check this, fellas. They have to control it. Otherwise, they're going to be dead. Now, when you're talking to a woman, obviously you don't have a life or death situation there. I get it. So that's why you don't have to have that high level of a self-control. That's okay. But you still need to have enough self-control to know how you should act around women. And the sad truth is most men don't even have that minimal self-awareness and self-control to know how they should act and to act that way, even if they do know. If she curses you out, if she stops texting you, if she flakes on you, if she does whatever, okay, that's A-okay. What can you do about it? Just answer that to me. What can you really do about it? What can you do about anybody or anybody's actions? Nothing. Literally, you can't even do anything about your own mother's actions, how she acts towards you. But you can always control and do something about how you act towards anybody. even towards your dog. You can't even control how your dog reacts to you, but you can definitely control how you react to your dog. If your dog's barking, are you going to start barking at the dog? No. If you have a dog, look at this, fellas. Notice this next time. Your dog feeds off of your energy. If your dog is barking, and if you just lay there and sit down and just look away, don't even make eye contact with the dog, get on your phone, or lay back and close your eyes, or take a deep breath. Don't even say anything. Just act all chill, all normal. You'll see the dog will sit down, and then it will lay down right next to you. The dog will calm down just by itself. What did you do? You didn't have to tell the dog, hey, sit. You didn't have to tell the dog, hey, cut it out. Shut up. Stop. No. You didn't have to tell the dog any of that. All you did is sat down and just relaxed. That's it. You didn't do anything. You didn't even move. Your dog fed off of that energy. Same thing with women, fellas. If a woman is bitching at you at your face, she's calling you all sorts of names, because we're red pill word men here. We get name calls all day, every day, right? This is nothing new to us. Oh, you're a misogynist. Who hurt you? Who raised you? Your mama would be proud right now watching these, right? There's nothing in the book that we haven't heard yet, right? And we all know this is nothing but their desperate attempt to get under our skin. This is just gaslighting technique. So what do? I even encourage you guys not to even get into arguments with these individuals in the comment sections. Hey, I mean, you can. It's going to help the algorithm out for my channel because you're commenting back and forth. That's helping out my channel, sure. I appreciate you for that, but in real life situations, when you're arguing with a woman or when a woman is talking to you, talking shit, whatever, just let her, fellas. Just smile. Walk away, look away, sit down, or if it's your girlfriend, your wife, whatever, whoever you're dealing with. I have another example, quick example. Last time I went up there to see my mother was last weekend. My mother lives 2.5 hours away from where I live. And she always complains about how she doesn't get to see me enough. I'm like, Mom, I have things going on in my life. I'm busy, so yeah, it's hard for me to come see you all the time. And I went there on Friday and I left on Saturday afternoon. And she was wanting me to stay Saturday night and leave Sunday, but I had really had to leave Saturday afternoon instead of Sunday because I had things going on. And I'm sitting there and told her, yeah, I'm going to leave in an hour or so. And my mom just starts nagging and complaining. Oh, you never come here. You don't do this. All I said, Mom, I'm not arguing on this. I have to go, so I have to go. That's all I said to her. You know what she did? Within 5 seconds, she just looked at me, didn't say a single thing. She just said, okay. Now, I could have easily kept going like this with my mother, right? And that's my mother, right? I'm not telling you to curse out females. I'm not telling you to do any of that. Just because I curse here on my videos about women, I say, oh, hoes this, bitches this, sluts this, doesn't mean that's how I actually talk to women in real life, right? When I'm interacting with a woman, that's not how I talk, fellas. So let me clear that up real quick. If you guys really think that, oh, Zeke, you're cursing them out. Yeah, on a video when I'm talking to you guys, just to make some sort of entertainment. But on some serious note, fellas, when a woman is bitching at you like this, just tell her, hey, you don't even tell her more than once. Just tell her one time. This is my way, and this is what I want, and this is what I will be doing, and this is what I'm going to be doing, regardless of what you do. You don't even have to give her an option, all right? Like you are giving her an option, but you don't have to explicitly say it out loud. Hey, you only have this option or that option. You either do this or do that. You don't have to use the language in that way. All right? All you have to say is, this is what I'm doing, regardless of what you do. Or, this is what I'm doing. You can do whatever you want. Just one time, that's it. If she's still bitching, blah, 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 just shut the hell up. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't even acknowledge her. Do not acknowledge her at all. Women cannot take rejection well, and she will do anything and everything to get your attention. She'll bow down to you at any given moment's notice to get your attention. If you take that away from her and don't pay attention to her and don't even acknowledge her, don't even acknowledge that she's even there in front of you, go back to doing whatever you're doing. Okay? That's how men are supposed to act around women at all time. Not just with a woman who you're trying to fuck, not just with a woman who you're dating, who you're spitting game with, but at all time. Your sisters, your mothers, your cousins, your boss. Sometimes I never had a female boss, so I don't know what it's like. But if you guys have had female boss, let me know in the comment section below. But I'm pretty sure, and the reason why I say pretty sure is because I've heard from my other friends is that female boss also act emotional every now and then. That's just female nature. That right there should tell you that females, will always be females. Because if your boss, who's supposed to be professional with you, can't even check her emotions, then what makes you think that a street girl or an average girl, a normal girl who you were just dating, would be able to control her emotions? Your boss is getting paid to act professional. This bitch ain't even doing any of that. That just proves our point here, that female nature is universal. Regardless of her skin color, her background, her profession, whatever. So yeah, I've even heard stories about how bosses act out of line to their employees who are males. And you have to be very careful to not, like on those situations, you have to be extra careful and check what you say, your behavior, your attitude, your emotions, because your job is on the line. She can just fire you. So with every female, even if your grandma, even if your dog, if it's a female dog, even with that, every female, you have to stay stoic. That doesn't mean that no, we don't have feelings. I'm not telling you to be heartless. I'm not telling you to be emotionless. There's a time and a place and a way to feel these emotions. But acting upon them is never the answer. Never. It will always be counterproductive. And after the emotional roller coaster has stopped, you'll ask yourself, what did I gain out of this? Nothing. But out of a logical decision, out of a logical roller coaster, there is no roller coaster when it comes to logic, right? Because it's all steady. Emotions go up and down. Logic always stays steady. After that ride is over, you look back and you'll ask yourself the same question. What did I gain out of this? What did I not gain out of this? Will be the answer. Hope this video made sense, fellas. Follow me on Instagram at Zeekpeak. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, stay blessed, stay beautiful, and above all, stay classy.